Welcome to Viewpoint Simulations. In this video for instructors, we will show you how to add groups and roles to your simulation, whether it is new or copied. First of all, let us remember that roles represent the real or imaginary people your participants will take on during the simulation, and groups are a collection of roles in the simulation. They might represent particular viewpoints, organizations, or constituencies. To add roles and groups to a new simulation, these are the steps to follow. From your homepage, head to the simulation editing page where you can assign roles to your participants in multiple ways, either directly through a spreadsheet that you will upload as a list, or manually on the participants page or the groups and roles page. Once you have assigned roles to all your participants, you will click on the groups and roles editing option. You can now put those roles you just assigned to participants in groups by selecting Manage Roles and then picking the roles you would like to add to a group. Pay attention to the role name and number assigned if you have duplicate roles. Don't forget to click on the Submit button. Now, in the case of a duplicate simulation, let's say you are running a simulation that is the same as the activity you ran in a class from the previous year, you can copy a prior year simulation by selecting Add a new simulation on the home page screen, creating from a template, then renaming the activity for the current year's class. Do not forget to click on the Submit button. Upon duplicating your simulation, you may see a mismatch between the prior year's simulation and the current year's simulation in terms of the number of roles and your current class roster. What you want to do is go into the Participants tab from your simulation editing page and make sure there is a matching number of participants and roles in the simulation. If you have more roles than participants, you may have to delete some roles from the simulation. One example of this is if a simulation currently shows a total of 66 roles, but I only have 63 students in my classroom. Selecting the randomly assigned role feature may not be my best option. Instead, I can unassign all the students participating in the simulation, assign them manually, making sure their roles match accordingly, so their groups are also correctly set. Whenever you create a simulation from a template, carefully go through and assign roles instead of randomly assigning them to ensure that your groups are evenly spaced out. One way to do this would be to plan ahead of time for specific groupings and assign roles manually in a pattern. When your participants and roles are evenly paired, your groups will also align properly. Alright, this is all for today. You can go ahead and assign roles and groups to your participants in a simulation. If you're still facing issues with this task, please feel free to reach out to us at support@viewpointsims.com. All the best.